guys, welcome back to my channel. This is basically gonna be like my mid-year reset slash August plan with me. If you're not familiar with these videos, it's basically just gonna be me being a nerd and planning the month ahead. I've actually got the day off today. It's a bank holiday in the UK. I've mentioned before I work for a property marketing company in the UK. So seeing as it's the first of the month and a Monday, so satisfying. I thought I'd take a bit of time today to just plan out the month ahead. The first half of this year was a complete whirlwind. It's been so busy, it's insane. So yeah, I've had no time to sort of plan anything. So I'm really just craving like a little bit of structure and organization, which I really feel has been lacking for the first part of this year. I just kind of took it day by day, and I feel like I thrive when I have my month sort of planned out, which is why I'm using my day off to plan. Yeah, I think it's just time to get my shit together. I mainly want to do like a little digital declutter. I'm not going to do like a whole spring clean with me or anything like that. I'm going to do that next month. And then I also just want to clean up my desk and clean out my drawers because they are an absolute, it's quite something. Oh, and also my emails. I don't use my personal email account as often as I used to now that I do have my work one. So emails tend to pile up a bit. And yeah, it's just a bit overwhelming. I see the number in my inbox and I'm just like, I can't deal with that. So I really want to sort through all of that. I actually received an email from my accountant today and she gave me the amount that I need to submit to SARS. So I've got to pay my tax today as well. I really want to set a couple of intentions for obviously August, but also just have a look at the rest of the year and see, like, you know, what needs to change, what's been working, and just how I can improve on, you know, certain areas of my life. I saw this thing on TikTok. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but it's basically like, if you're unhappy with your life, write down exactly what you want your life to be and get as detailed as you can. Like, just write exactly how you see your life and what your perfect ideal life would be, and then look at it every day and ask yourself, what am I going to do today to make this a reality? So that is something that I really want to try. I think it's like just seeing that kind of hit me. We all have these goals and these intentions and this idea of what we want our life to be, you know, but I feel like it just kind of, it can stay in our heads rather than it actually becoming a reality, because, you know, we're so busy thinking, oh, I'd love to do this or whatever it is. We have this idea in our heads and it's what we want, but we don't necessarily work towards it every day. I got into law of attraction and manifestation a couple of years ago. It is all about action. So yeah, I'm gonna write down exactly what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna share it. I think that's a bit weird. I don't know. But I'm gonna write everything down that I really want for my life. Then I'm going to consciously and actively try and make that a reality. Even if you're just doing the smallest things, you don't have to do anything drastic to work towards that goal, but that's just my 2 cents. managed to declutter all of my emails. I also just got rid of a whole lot of random downloads and files that I'm not using anymore. Also just sorted out all the music that I use for my YouTube videos that I get off Epidemic Sound and Thematic. So yeah, I just separated those into folders because I tend to just download music and then just keep them in my downloads folder. The next thing I'm going to dive into is my finances. I do want to look for a new income and expenses spreadsheet, like just a template that I can fill in myself. I've seen a couple nice ones on Etsy, so I might get one of those, but yeah, if I can find a free one, that would be great. But I just want to like restart that kind of thing now that I've just submitted my tax. So yeah, I just want to get something that's a bit more simplified and cleaner and more aesthetic, because I feel like if something's aesthetic, I'll want to work with it, whereas if it just looks like a complete mess, it just feels like a nightmare. I do work for a company, but because they're in the UK and I'm in South Africa, I'm more of like a contractor for them, so I do have to do my own taxes. Something that does make life easier though is an app called 24/7. Best app in my opinion. Basically what it is, it's a budgeting and finance app. It links to all your cards and your accounts, and it basically just tracks all your expenses, helps you budget. If you don't have it, what are you doing? Honestly, it literally tracks everything, which is amazing. So yeah, I actually just had a situation the other day with my accountant. She was like, what was this amount for? And I just went back in my transactions. 24/7 actually tracked exactly what it was. It even categorized it for me. I am up to date at the moment with like my finances and everything. But yeah, I do just want to find like a template. If I can't find something, then I'll probably just create my own. I just want something a bit more simple than what I previously had. So yeah, let me get into my finances and try and sort all of that out. And then the next thing we're going to get into is health and fitness, which I'm really, really excited about.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by the door when we're finally sober.
Okay, so there was a whole lot of stuff that I managed to find on Pinterest and Etsy. It just gave me a couple of ideas on, you know, what to create, just so that I can keep my income and expenses and everything for when I need to pay my next round of tax. I do still want to fine tune it a bit, but it is a lot more simplified than it was before and a lot easier to read. So that was my main goal, and then every month I can just look at my 24/7 transactions and then just copy them across. So yeah, the next part, health and fitness, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. Something I've been wanting to do is almost recreate my morning routine. I used to have such a solid morning routine and it just worked, and then I kind of slipped out of it, and now I really just want to get back into a routine. The most important thing is I really want to continue working out in the morning, straight after Matt leaves for work. I find that sometimes I'll open up my emails and see a couple of urgent ones, and then I want to deal with them immediately, and the next thing I look, I'm still in my PJs, half of the day is gone, and I haven't worked out, I haven't eaten breakfast, and then it's just like my whole day is completely disorganized. And I just love working out in the mornings. It makes me feel really motivated. It really sets the tone for my day. I feel like everything just feels like it goes a lot more smoothly if the first thing I do is wake up and move my body. I definitely want to follow a routine. I have a couple of like YouTube workouts that I follow. I love Pam, if you know, you know. Carolyn, I'm not really sure how to say her surname, but Carolyn. I love both of their workouts. And then when it comes to yoga, which is something I really want to get back into, I've kind of neglected my whole yoga practice, even if it's at the end of the day a little 20-minute one while I'm waiting for supper to cook or whatever. But it's definitely something that I want to get into my routine. So what I was thinking was, instead of following just one workout program, I'd combine a couple. So I really like Pam's lower body and ab workouts, whereas I really love Carolyn's upper body workouts. So on my lower body days, I'll follow Pam, and upper body, I'll follow Carolyn's workout videos. I personally love following people. I don't like creating my own workout routines. I tend to not push myself as hard if I do it myself. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and see, maybe do like a hit. Pam's hits, I love them. The dances and everything, they are so fun. Honestly, one of my favorite things at the moment is just doing Pam's dance workouts. And then for yoga, I used to use Alo Yoga, the app, but I've just recently subscribed to Boho Beautiful Official, so I do have a subscription with them and freaking love it. I don't know if I'll go back to Alo Yoga. I did really enjoy it just because of the variety of instructors and different styles of yoga and like different focuses. It's awesome, but I just wanted to give Boho Beautiful a try as well. Another thing is supplements. I've been taking the Vitatech greens. Doesn't taste the best, but I definitely felt it like after the first week of taking them, and now I've got mad hooked on them too. Also, not a fan of the taste, but you know, it's just, it makes you feel really, really good. I don't know if I'm just imagining it, if it's like placebo effect or whatever, but I genuinely feel like I've got a lot more energy. In terms of sport supplements, I'm just taking BCAAs and then the usual protein powder. Okay, the next things I just want to do quickly. This is going to be a really, really busy month, so I just want to block out my calendar and get that all sorted. So Matt and I are actually in the process of starting our own company. We actually have our first big pitch this Friday, so that is something I need to block into my calendar. We're going to pitch to a huge company, so we are, just put it right out there, stressing balls, literally. Obviously, we both still work full-time. He's got a full-time job, I've got a full-time job, and we've been working on this on weekends and after hours since November last year. So it's been a long time coming, and we've been working with a team of developers. The POC is almost done, and on Friday we are going to go and pitch. So wish us luck. But yeah, I just need to work in, because we need to finish our presentation. The whole video and everything is already done. So it's basically just a presentation that we need to work on for when we do go and pitch, and trying to, you know, just block in a couple of hours after work this week to work on that presentation. This weekend my dad is also coming to visit. He's going to be arriving Friday sometime, and then the weekend after that we going to Joburg for the rugby. We're gonna go watch the Hawks play the All Blacks, and then my gran is actually also in Joburg, so she is probably gonna come back with us and spend a week here, and then we'll have to see if we go back to Joburg. And then I also want to just block in a couple of work meetings that I've got for my full-time job, just like designer team meetings and our one-to-one. We're apparently having a meeting with some marketing guru, like a bit of a training thing, I think. I don't think there's anything else major happening unless this pitch changes things, but so far those are the main important dates that I need to put into my calendar. We really want to continue eating healthy, and the easiest way for me to keep up with that is to plan our meals. So we actually went grocery shopping this past Saturday. No, it was Saturday. We went grocery shopping on Saturday, so I've already planned all our meals for the month. Obviously we don't have to stick to it. It's just basically a month of meals, and I've put them in the specific days, but obviously if we don't feel like eating that day, just swap them around. But it just makes it so much easier when grocery shopping. You've got all these meals planned for the month. This is if you do monthly grocery shopping like we do. Once you have all your meals planned for the month, then it just makes it so much easier when you're walking through the aisle. You know exactly what you need to get. So that's simplified a whole lot of things, but that's already done. I haven't actually prepped anything. I literally just planned them. So put down Monday we're having this, Tuesday we're having this, and then we can just be flexible. Okay, so the last section of this video is my August intentions and kind of intentions for the year, so like my long-term goals basically. So I've actually written them all down on my phone, so I'm gonna read them out to you because I've kind of separated them into different like sections or areas. I don't really know what to call them. Okay, so the first sort of section I'm going to be focusing on is my personal goals. So something I really want to do is read at least 2 books. So I've actually got 2 books in mind. One is a fiction and the other one is non-fiction. I've actually read this one before, but I feel like it's a really good one to read now that I want to focus on like just managing my finances better for the second half of the year. Got a lot of tips for that in here, and it's just got a whole lot of like budgeting tips in general, which is really helpful. It's a really easy read, and yeah, I just know that I got a lot from it when I first read it, and I just kind of want to refresh my memory on a couple of things. And it's quite funny. There's quite a bit of humor in this one, so I really want to read that one again. This book has been sitting in my drawer for freaking months, and I keep wanting to read it because I see such good reviews. Apparently it's such a good book. I have no idea, but yeah, this is another one that I want to read. So we'll see. So that's the 2 books that I really want to read this month. I want to get into meditating. Sounds so cliche, but you know, when I was full on with my yoga practice, meditation is a huge part of it. Yoga is actually moving meditation. It makes you feel so chill. But not always. Sometimes it brings up a lot of heavy emotions, but I just love the way I felt when I was meditating. So that's another thing I want to do. And the third personal goal that I have is to just get outside more, because I'm glued to my screen for most of the day. I tend to choose that just because, you know, I don't want to get overwhelmed at the end of the day. So I skip my lunch breaks a lot of the time. If Matt doesn't come home, I don't take a lunch break. So I just want to get outside more and just get some sun as much as I can, take Harley on walks, and just spend some more time outside rather than just in this little office space. Now for my business and work goals, I really want to find a better work-life balance. This kind of ties into what I've just said about getting outside more. As I said, like the work that I do and the job that I have, it's an extremely fast-paced environment. We are doing multiple designs a day and dealing with clients and agents and homeowners, and it can get really stressful and really busy and really overwhelming. And sometimes, you know, taking a break actually puts more pressure on me than if I don't take a break and I just work through everything, but it's just not healthy. So I feel like I really need to find more balance with that, and I think that's where the morning routines are really going to help, you know, change that whole vibe. Because a lot of the time I just sit and watch YouTube videos or, you know, dive straight into my emails and just don't really get anything productive done in the morning. So I really think that, you know, developing a better and more consistent morning routine is really gonna help that side of things too. And then also I would love to just find a way to increase my productivity. So something I've been using to help increase my productivity is Trello. It's amazing. You can literally just organize tasks in like these little boxes, and you can move them around, change the label color, tick them off, and it's really helped my productivity. I did also drop out of that a bit. The busier work gets, the less time you have to sort of like organize your day, but I find if you actually make the effort and put in the time to really organize your day from the start, your day will end up running a lot smoother. So yeah, it's another reason why I wanted to do this whole plan with me, because when I'm feeling disorganized, I tend to procrastinate more because my mind is just not clear. It's all over the place. So yeah, I'm hoping that everything I've done today and that I'm gonna do tonight, I'm probably gonna organize a bit more tonight. I'm kind of hoping that that's just gonna help with my procrastination during the day, and just, you know, getting the tasks that I don't feel like doing, getting them out of the way first, and then moving on to the smaller ones. And then the last thing is my health and fitness goals. So I've kind of touched on this a bit earlier. I've said I really want to get back into yoga. I want to be doing yoga at least 3 times a week, and I really want to get back into my strength and flexibility training. Yeah, getting back into yoga, my number one thing. The second thing is I want to commit to working out 5 times a week, and I want to do it in the morning. As I've said before, if I don't do it in the morning, it's probably not going to happen. So I want to really commit to just getting up, you know, having my coffee with Matt. As soon as he leaves, I go into the gym and do my workout. Get it done. First thing out the way, and then I know that I don't need to worry about trying to fit in a workout during the day. So yeah, that's kind of my intentions for August and my intentions for the next 6 months. In general, I want to keep track of my finances. I want to keep my finances under control so that the next time I have to do my tax, it's not this major stress. I really want to be more committed to this little business venture that Matt and I are busy with. We spend Sundays making presentations and doing research and, you know, thinking about how we can develop our idea. I just really want to take it that one step further, and, you know, if this presentation goes well, the pitch goes well on Friday, then I really want to commit and put as much effort as we possibly can. And yeah, that's like the 2 things that I want to focus on for the year. So all of my goals that I've set now for August is something I want to try and carry on into these next 5 months. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope I've inspired you to get your shit together too. But yeah, I think that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.